What's going on, guys? P Will back here for another video. In this video I'm doing a quick Q&A and Ask a Soldier, so let's get right into it. So I put a Q&A post up on my channel a few days ago. I'm just now getting around to it, but I'm just going to run through a few quick questions you guys asked me, and that will be the video. So Darcy Yady and Russell White had the same question pretty much. Darcy asked, how's the Army being isolated during this quarantine? And Russell asked, how's the corona quarantine been for you? So the way we're doing it in the Army during this coronavirus social distancing thing is we're pretty much working from home. So I got my computer from the office and I'm just working from home. I'm doing online training. There's a schedule that I got emailed, and every day I've got a list of completed training I've got to do. And it only takes like a couple hours at most. So when I'm not doing that, I fill in the time by doing college courses, and then I also film these YouTube videos and work out, and then once I complete all that for the day, I play Xbox mostly or read a book or something. So that's how our schedule is. I'm also on a detail right now, but it's like a few days a week. I got to go check some hand washing stations. You saw it on my most recent vlog, so it's been pretty chill for me. I'm enjoying it. Mentally refreshing, staying safe, staying healthy, staying away from people. You should all be doing that. But that's how the Army is handling this quarantine. Alpha0110, I'm guessing you're in the Marines maybe? He asked, what is your favorite part of being a 35 Fox? What influenced you to choose that job? My favorite part of being a 35 Fox is it's mentally challenging. It gets me out of my comfort zone. When I joined the Army, I knew I really wouldn't have an issue with the physical standards because I've always just been in shape. I did sports in high school and stuff like that, so I wasn't worried about that. But I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. Public speaking, I knew that would be a big part of 35 Fox, speaking in front of people, especially higher ranking people. So I wasn't great at that. I'm naturally an introverted and shy person, so that was a big thing for me, to get out of my comfort zone and learn to talk in front of people, get to mentally push myself, and you get to work with some pretty cool people. You work with smart people every day, and it pushes you up to their level. You've got to stay ahead of you, and if you've always got to be learning, you've always got to be growing. It's a lifelong learning process as a 35 Fox. If you want to make this a career, you will never stop learning. You'll never be an expert. You may be an expert in one thing, but there's always something new to learn. You can always be humbled. So that's my favorite part of being a 35 Fox. What influenced me to pick that job? Yeah, like I kind of covered that. I wanted to push myself and get out of my comfort zone. Nickerson19 asks, how are you doing with no Juul? So I haven't been juuling, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I relapsed and I bought a can of dip. But yeah, I'm not proud of myself, but I'm going to be honest with you. And once this quarantine is over, it's hard just sitting in here thinking about nicotine all day. So once this is over, I'm going to quit. I promise. But and that is an excuse, and I admit that that's an excuse, and I'm not proud of it. But that's how I'm doing with no Juul. I haven't Juuled, but I haven't quit tobacco. Corey Hansen 1 wants to know, what is your favorite military vehicle and weapon? So I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of vehicles. I guess I will say my favorite military vehicle, I'll just run through what I've had experience with. Obviously a Humvee, up-armored Humvee, Expando vans, LMTVs. That's really all I've driven. And TMPs, I haven't done anything crazy cool, but what cool experiences I have had, and my favorite military vehicle is a Blackhawk. I've had the experience while being in the Army to ride in a Blackhawk twice, and it is seriously like the most fun I've had probably in the Army. It's seriously considered to make me want to put in a packet and study up and become a helicopter pilot. I've seriously considered it. That's how awesome of an experience that was, and I know that if you're watching this and you fly in them every day, I know I sound like a little kid at the amusement park or something, but it was seriously awesome for me, and I've posted some of that on my Instagram. If you follow me over there, I posted my experience with that, riding in it, and that was seriously awesome. My favorite weapon, and I also haven't had experience with a lot of weaponry. During U.S. weapons and basic training, my company experienced an accident, and we didn't do U.S. weapons. So I only shot the M4 in basic training, and then I only shot the 249 when I got here at Fort Riley. So those are the only two weapons I've fired live. Also hand grenades. I've done hand grenades. That's all right. But I have done the simulator for the 50 cal, the 240, and the Mark 19. And I would say my favorite is probably the 50 cal. off the simulator because it is freaking crazy. It's powerful. It's tough. It's actually harder to shoot than a lot of people think because you're not really using sights. You're just kind of aiming it. So I would say the 50 cal. What I've shot live, I would say the 249 because you can put a lot of fire down range. But I don't really like the range for the 249 because even though it's an automatic weapon, you're only shooting, you know, 1 to 3 to 5 round bursts at the target. You're not really just letting it ride. But I know that's how you're supposed to fire it, but I guess the 249 would be my favorite weapon. Glinda Kusapanan asks how many wife you prepared. I'm not sure what that means, Glinda. And finally, Logan wants to know, from your experience, what makes a good officer, or what should a future officer know from an enlisted perspective? Obviously, everybody's got a different leadership style, and not one thing or another is going to make you a good officer. It kind of is a full, like the total person concept. But from my experience, what makes a good officer is just being humble, not really humble, having humility about yourself, being approachable. Obviously you can't like be friends with like the soldiers and everything, but just being approachable, being able to have a conversation on a human level. I mean, we enlisted know you're an officer, and this goes for anybody. We know, like anybody that's of higher rank, we have to respect you for the rank. You know, that's the military lifestyle. We're gonna respect you for your rank. I kind of see it as like, let me respect you as a person. I'm a good guy, I would say. So like I can relate to a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, but like from an enlisted in general, just be approachable, be cool. That will go a long way into, and Kid Thunder just did a video about this recently. Your soldiers will go to bat for you not because you're an officer, like out of their way, they will go to bat for you, not because you're an officer, but because you're a good person. They relate to you. The respect goes beyond the rank, and you enlisted will do so much more for their officers if they have that trust, that confidence, and that relationship, that bond that, hey, I know you're an officer, I got it. But there's a lot more beyond just what's on your chest when it comes to being a good leader in the Army. Not an officer, not a non-commissioned officer, just a good leader and a good person. That will go so much farther than what's on your chest, because we're gonna follow you no matter what. All right, guys, so that is the Q&A, just a quick Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your questions, comments down in the comment section below. I always get back to all of my comments. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, Snapchat, like the video for the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you in the next video.